So, Zika. Zika is a flavivirus and originates from Uganda in 1947 from the Zika Virus. In Brazil alone, there have been 1.5 million cases of Zika. Symptoms of Zika include joint and muscle pain, rashes, and a mild fever. So how does the body fight against Zika? Zika virus is a virus that spreads mostly by the bite of an infected Aedes species mosquito. It can also be passed through blood transfusions or from a pregnant woman to her fetus, which can cause certain birth defects. All these ways allow the virus to enter the body without breaking the skin barrier, which means the virus has passed a vital component of the innate immunity. Once the Zika virus is in the blood, phagocytes will identify them as foreign pathogens. Then, macrophages will try to produce interferon alpha to activate NK cells. However, Zika virus has a non-structural protein that prevents interferon action. It shuts down activity of a host protein, which stimulates the body to produce antiviral responses. Ultimately, NK cells are not activated, and the infection is not cleared by the innate immunity, which causes adaptive immunity to kick in. An infected cell is then phagocytosed and undergoes antigen processing. TAP transports the Zika peptide from the cytosol into the ER. The heavy class I chain is synthesized and assembled, and the B2 microglobulin and the Zika peptide form a stable complex which is transported to the surface of the cell. This is antigen presentation. The antigen-presenting cells produce a cytokine which lets CD8 cells know that they have detected a pathogen. The receptors of the CD8 T cells detect the antigen. Clonal expansion of the T cell happens, all of which are specific to Zika. Then they kill the Zika-infected cells, thus clearing the infection. Now we know how the body fights off Zika. Cool, right? Zika is also suspected to cause microcephaly in newborns. But what is microcephaly and how does Zika cause microcephaly? Among the 1.5 million cases of Zika in Brazil, there were 3,500 cases of microcephaly. Microcephaly is the worst effect of Zika, and it causes the head and brain of the newborn to be about one-third the size of a normal baby's. The smaller brain causes development problems for the child later on in life. However, it is not known if microcephaly is definitely caused by Zika, since there is not enough evidence to prove it. There is also no evidence that Zika is hereditary, and the only known hereditary virus is HIV. Pregnant women are more at risk if they get Zika, since it could affect their fetus. The Zika virus is able to pass through the placenta of the mother to the baby during pregnancy. Immunoglobulin G, or IgG, is known to be able to pass through the placenta, which may be the case for Zika as well. It is possible that Zika is able to cross the placenta through gaps created by damage or by hiding in a host cell. But how does Zika evade detection? The fetus has macrophages known as half-Bauer cells. In a study involving Zika transmission from mother to child, it was found that there was an increase in the activity of the genes indicating infection in half-Bauer cells. The Zika virus could have hijacked the half-Bauer cells and avoided detection, causing the Zika to cross the placenta safely. As the infected half-Bauer cells carrying the Zika virus travel to the brain tissue of the fetus, it could express itself and cause a mutation in the brain cells by inserting its genomic material into the brain cells. This will result in the brain being smaller than a normal baby's brain. Since the head grows because the brain grows, the head will appear to be much smaller than normal, which is microcephaly. This mechanism is possible as the Zika virus has been found in the cerebrospinal fluid of newborns with microcephaly.